HOA Karens smashed park light, post fine $140K and made to replace it. The park was the heart of Willow Creek, a quiet suburban enclave where kids chase fireflies and neighbors swap stories under the glow of century-old light posts. But that evening, the air crackled with something else rage. Karen Mitchell, the HOA's self-appointed enforcer, stood in the park's center, gripping a baseball bat, her face twisted in a snarl that could curdle milk. Karen had always been a force, storming through Willow Creek with her clipboard and a rule book she wielded like a guillotine. She'd fine you for a mailbox 2 inches too tall or a lawn 1 shade too brown. But this time, she'd gone too far. The historic light post, a 120-year-old relic from the town's founding, lay in ruins at her feet, its glass shattered, its iron frame bent like a broken promise. Neighbors gathered, their murmurs swelling into a chorus of disbelief. Karen, unfazed, shouted, "It was an eyesore. I did us all a favor." The trouble started weeks earlier, when Karen declared the park's light posts outdated at an HOA meeting. "They're rusted, ugly, and probably a safety hazard," she'd said, ignoring the fact that the posts were beloved landmarks, etched with the names of the town's founders. The board, tired of her tantrums, voted to preserve them. Karen didn't take kindly to being overruled. She began a one-woman campaign, papering the neighborhood with flyers, claiming the posts were a blight on property values. No one listened. So, she stewed, her resentment festering like a wound. By midweek, whispers spread that Karen was up to something. She'd been seen pacing the park at odd hours, muttering about taking matters into her own hands. Neighbors chalked it up to her usual theatrics until the morning Mr. Hensley, the retired librarian, spotted her eyeing the light post with a crowbar. He'd warned her, "Karen, don't do anything stupid. That post is older than your great-grandma." She'd scoffed, "Mind your own business, old man." The tension simmered as Karen's obsession grew. She started cornering people at the grocery store, ranting about how the posts were dragging the neighborhood down. Most folks just nodded and backed away. But the younger residents, like Mia Torres, a fiery single mom who'd moved in last year, pushed back. "It's history, Karen," Mia said at one tense encounter. "You don't get to erase it because you don't like the aesthetic." Karen's eyes narrowed, and she hissed, "You'll see what I'm capable of." Then came the twist no one saw coming. At the next HOA meeting, a new face appeared. Clara, a soft-spoken woman in her 60s who'd just inherited her aunt's house on Maple Street. She introduced herself as a historian with a passion for preserving local landmarks. Clara revealed she'd been researching Willow Creek's light posts and had uncovered records proving they were handcrafted by the town's first blacksmith, a freed slave whose work was a testament to resilience. The room fell silent as she displayed faded photos and letters, her voice trembling with reverence. "These posts aren't just metal," she said. "They're our story." Even Karen seemed rattled, but she quickly recovered, muttering, "Sentimental nonsense." Clara's arrival shifted the mood. Neighbors rallied, organizing a petition to designate the posts as protected landmarks. Karen, sensing her control slipping, doubled down. She cornered Clara after the meeting, jabbing a finger in her face. "You think you can waltz in here and tell us what matters? I've run this HOA for years," Clara, unflinching, replied. "You run it like a dictator. Karen, history isn't yours to smash." The breaking point came on a muggy Friday evening. Kids were playing tag in the park when a sickening crack echoed across the green. Neighbors poured out of their homes to find Karen, bat in hand, standing over the wreckage of the light post. Its glass lay in jagged pieces, the iron twisted beyond repair. The crowd gasped. Mia, holding her daughter's hand, shouted, "Are you insane?" "That's our history, Karen," red-faced, screamed back. "It's my park too, and I'm sick of these relics ruining our image." The scene was chaos. Mr. Hensley, trembling with fury, dialed the police. Teenagers recorded the meltdown on their phones, the videos spreading like wildfire across social media. Karen, oblivious to the growing crowd, kept swinging her bat at the air, ranting about modernizing the neighborhood. Then Clara stepped forward, her voice cutting through the noise like a blade. You didn't just break a light post, Karen. You broke trust. You broke our story. The crowd roared in agreement, their anger a living thing. The police arrived, and the confrontation reached its peak. Karen, now cornered, tried to spin her tale. It was an accident, she lied. But the videos told a different story. The officers, after inspecting the damage, informed her that the post was a protected landmark, and its destruction carried hefty penalties. Karen's bravado crumbled as they read her the charges: vandalism, destruction of historical property, and disturbing the peace. The fine, a staggering $140,000 plus the cost of replacing the post, a custom job that would take months and drain her savings. But the real blow came from the community. The HOA, led by a newly emboldened board, voted unanimously to remove Karen as president. Her reign of terror was over. Mia and Clara spearheaded a fundraiser to restore the post, with donations pouring in from across town. At the restoration ceremony, a new plaque was unveiled, honoring the blacksmith and his legacy. Karen, ordered by the court to attend, stood at the back, her face a mask of humiliation. Whispers followed her. That's the woman who tried to erase us. The aftermath was brutal for Karen. Her real estate business tanked as clients dropped her, unwilling to work with someone who desecrated a town treasure. Her neighbors shunned her, their once polite nods replaced by cold stares. The court mandated she pay the fine in installments, forcing her to sell her prized SUV and downsize her home. The new light post, an exact replica of the original, stood as a daily reminder of her folly, its glow casting long shadows over her front yard. In the end, Willow Creek healed. The park buzzed with life again, kids laughing under the restored light. Clara's research inspired a new community project to document the town's history, with Mia leading the charge. Karen, meanwhile, faded into the background, a cautionary tale of pride and recklessness. Her fall wasn't just financial, it was personal, a stark lesson in what happens when you try to bulldoze a community's soul. What do you think? Was Karen's punishment too harsh? Or did she get what she deserved? Share your thoughts. Willow Creek's listening.